So, good afternoon everyone. So, may I request everyone to sit in their respective seats. So, today, we will tackling digital education system. So, Jolimaika, Apple, and Emery, you may proceed with your presentation.
Digital learning is replacing traditional educational methods more and more each day. With how rapidly classrooms are changing, it's best to forget methods you may remember from when you were in school and start thinking about newer teaching and learning techniques based on digital learning tools and technologies. The inclusion of digital learning in the classrooms can vary from simply using tablets instead of paper to using elaborate software programs and equipment as opposed to the simple pen. This could entail using sites, services, programs, teaching tools, and technologies like study aids built for at-home use. Even social networks and communicators platforms can be used to create and manage digital assignments and agendas. Irrespective of how much technology is integrated into the classroom, digital learning has come to play a crucial role in education. It empowers students by getting them to be more interested in learning and expanding their horizons. Here is how digital learning is a step up from traditional education methods.
Digital education system makes students smarter. Learning tools and technology enable students to develop effective, self-directed learning skills. They are able to identify what they need to learn, find and use online resources, apply the information and the problem at hand, and even evaluate resultant feedback. This increases their efficiency and productivity. In addition to engaging students, digital learning tools and technology sharpen critical thinking skills, which are the basis for the development of analytic reasoning. Children who explore open-ended questions with imagination and logic learn how to make decisions, as opposed to just temporarily memorizing the textbooks. Educational tools by Young Digital Planet teach children how to collaborate and work successfully in groups. This is typically done through gamification. Gamification is a great feature of interactive learning because it teaches children playing in a group to depend on and trust each other in order to win a game or achieve their goals. They also promote cooperation and teamwork, which are very important skills in every aspect of life. Interactive social skill games are excellent learning tools that teach children discipline because playing games requires children to follow rules and guidelines in order to participate. Even children who might grow frustrated with other learning methods may stick with games longer because playing itself is rewarding. This ends up helping them develop patience, another useful life skill. Children also develop positive feelings of accomplishment from mastering new knowledge and skills using digitized learning tools, giving them the confidence they need to want to learn even more new things. It is commendable that millions of courses by the best educators are available for free to anyone with an internet connection. The possibilities are endless.
Digital education system is making students self-motivated and more accountable. Students using digital learning tools and technology become more engaged in the process and more interested in growing their knowledge base. They may not even realize that they're active learning since they're learning through engaging methods such as peer education, teamwork, problem solving, reverse teaching, concept maps, gamification, staging, role-playing, and storytelling. Since digital learning is far more interactive and memorable than voluminous textbooks or one-sided lectures, they provide better context, a greater sense of perspective, and more engaging activities than traditional educational methods. This allows students to better connect with the learning material. Further, They often offer a more interesting and involving way to digest information. This is reflected in their retention rates and test scores. Also, when students can track their own progress, it can improve motivation and accountability.
Digital education system and technology is rapidly increasing information sharing. In recent years, the shift from print to digital has impacted how we learn, just as printing press did 6 centuries ago. This transition is transforming formal education and increasing learning opportunities. Digital learning is not only allowing students to access more and more information, but also ensuring that the information in question is customizable and suited to their personal needs. The opportunity to help every student learn at the best pace and path for them is the most important benefit of digital learning. Digital learning tools and technology enable educators to rapidly share information with other educators in real time. The explosion of free and open content and tools has created an environment of sharing economy. By embracing digital devices and connected learning, classrooms around the country and around the globe can not only coordinate with one another to share insights but also boost learning, experience, and communication skills. The practice also allows educators to enjoy a level playing field. Schools can save money while ensuring equitable access to educational material as expensive private schools.
Increasing students' employability with digital learning tools and technology. Equipping students with the requirements of higher education and holding a career at a young age has become one of the most crucial responsibilities of school education. Digital learning solutions based on problem-based learning emphasize on learning methods that are constructive, collaborative, and calls the students' attention to a real-world approach to learning. With the ongoing employment crisis in the Philippines, it is crucial that if young people are unable to find jobs, they should have the ability to create their own and ideally even generate jobs for others. For this purpose, newer methods of learning and education need to be incorporated into the school curriculums, started right from elementary school. Digital learning tools and technology in elementary, secondary, and high school prepare students for higher education and modern careers by helping them acquire skills including problem solving, familiarity with emerging technologies, and self-motivation.
Traditional methods have to be replaced. Traditional lectures may still exist along with the new age learning tools and technology, but the lecture materials should be provided as a supplement to classroom activities and moved online for students to reference outside the classroom. Classroom time is better used for discussing the curriculum, engaging in activities with teams, and completing class projects. Students often have the option to pace their learning and even study ahead with a digital learning tool if they wish to do so. By helping children think outside their typical learning modes, digital learning inspires creativity and lets children feel a sense of accomplishment that encourage further learning. Digital learning tools and technology fill the gaps where traditional classroom teaching falls behind. In fact, some of the efficiencies such tools bring are simply unmatchable by traditional learning techniques. From the environmental impact recognized by the needs for less paper for hangouts and books to saving time with quick access to information and the ease of research, digital learning provides an effective way to cut costs, maximize resources, and heighten both reach and impact for students and educators alike.
So in the past 10 years, we've witnessed a pace of disruption in education that's unmatched in previous decades. So books, curriculums, and even teachers are rapidly being replaced or complemented by online resources and digital tools such as tablets and mobile phones. So technology has always played a role in equipping students with timely skills, and up-to-the-minute ideas and discoveries. So, but now, we see the visions challenging even the very existence of four-walled classrooms and teacher-student ratios. So all of this, today and tomorrow student, as learning becomes cheaper, faster, and more accessible. So considering that it is a different concept and we want to get deeper. So with that, we want to hear from other resource persons, Sheila, Harleen, and Abba, for their respective opinions regarding with how education is being disrupted by technology.
So now, tablets, laptops are virtual reality. Through the internet, a student has virtually unlimited access to the latest version of books and manuals, as well as a wider variety of content, insightful, shareable videos, serious and practical software, and make a learning collaborative even beyond the classroom. So, gamification make lessons more fun to students, apps and web-based software, and free and easy to set up. So, virtual reality makes learning more than interactive and immersive. Instead of just reading about the Great Wall of China, like for example, students can put a pair of VR goggles and actually take a tour of the historic site.
Now, internet and video calls. Students doing research today have access to a wider range of resources through the internet. The information they need is readily available in seconds. Now, they can spend less time on the tedious search process and more time absorbing and learning from the actual content. Their insights also don't need be limited to what's available locally. They can watch videos, use visualized data, and even do interviews with experts living across the globe.
Now, no walls classroom. Instead of students coming to schools, the school can come to a young child's street or village. This will be a reality across all regions soon as internet access spreads to more areas in the Philippines. For example, students in a remote barangay can participate in a virtual class conducted by teachers from the capital. Massive online open courses or MOOCs offered by leading universities